My wife just made my favorite cake from shelf-stable ingredients, and it took less than an hour. Hey, Provident Preppers, I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Kylene, and welcome to CakeFest 2026. We want to thank Tammy, Mountain Grandma, and Tina from Life in the Piedmont. Hold on, for inviting us to this collaboration. This is Jonathan's favorite cake, and as happens with any time you make a video, it's a little bit dark.
Oh, but that's exactly the way I like it.
Exactly the way he likes it.
Perfect for me.
This is an applesauce spice cake that has been passed down since my grandmother. When I was a little teenager, I was copying down her recipe, and I've made some tweaks to it over the years and made it mine. But the thing that I love about it is that it's made from basic shelf-stable ingredients. It takes less than an hour. It helps me to keep all my food storage rotated, and Jonathan
Absolutely loves it. It is my favorite.
So let me show you how I made this. Okay, we're gonna start with 2 3/4 cup of applesauce. This is my homemade bottled applesauce, but you can use store-bought. And we'll add 1 cup of sugar, 2/3 cup of oil. Just give that a little mix. 3 eggs beaten, or you can use egg substitutes. I've got a whole list of those. If you want to click the card in the corner, it'll take you to the egg substitutes. And then we have 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of allspice. Just give those a quick stir. All right, once that's blended, I have here both fresh whole wheat flour and a little bit of white flour. You can use all of either one and it will work just fine. We want to add 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda to this and 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. And we're just gonna mix this into the flour. And then we're gonna take this and add it to our applesauce mixture. Should look like this. We're gonna take our 9x13 pan. Set that aside. I have a little bit of a generous 1/2 cup of chopped pecans, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. I want this all to be incorporated like this. Looks good. And I am just going to sprinkle it all over here. I always like to make sure that I get the edge pieces so that they are just as good as the middle pieces. All right, looks good. We are going to put it in the oven at 350 degrees for probably about 35 minutes, maybe 45. We're gonna watch it. And now that it's hot out of the oven, this is Jonathan's favorite time to eat it. But let's talk a little bit about the ingredients that went in it. All shelf stable to the best of our ability. One of the ingredients that we have is our homemade applesauce. You could buy some from the store, and yes, you can eat, dear. Okay, you can buy some from the store if you would like, but we love our homemade applesauce because it helps us to be more self-reliant. The other thing that it takes is eggs. And these are freeze-dried eggs, and these are chicken eggs, but if you don't happen to have those, if you click the card in the corner, it will take you to a post where I created a list of shelf-stable egg replacements, and I keep this on the outside of my binder so that I always have it in case I need it. How is it?
It's delicious, actually. Thank you for asking. And thank you, CakeFest people.
Because it made me make your cake.
Yeah.
It is a delicious, hearty recipe. And you could use white or wheat flour. You could do whatever you want to make this cake your own, but it really is a delicious option. So thank you for the invitation to CakeFest 2026. And make sure that you check the description of the video, and there'll be a playlist link there so that you can watch all of the other great cakes this month. And I would love if you would leave your favorite cake recipe in the comments below. And thanks for being part of the solution, the tasty solution that means John gets to eat cake.
And it's nutritious.